What's going on, photographers? 5 things today. We're going to learn 5 things that is going to help you become a better photographer. Things that I've learned along the way that I'm sharing with you. So it's kind of wisdom from here to you. All right, we're going to go super fast. Number 1, the biggest thing that I'll tell you that you have to develop besides your photography and business skills is your instincts. So I'm going to say this: human beings are the only living creatures on this planet that teach their young to kill their instincts. No other creature on this planet does that. The reason why is we want them to fit in. We want them to not have such a difficult life. So we tell them, don't do this because others will think this. Don't say that. Boys don't do this. Girls don't. They don't have opinions like that. And we tell them so that they fit into society. So what I would love for you to do is really be mindful of your instincts. And when your instincts tell you to get out of a situation, you get out of that situation. And the more you practice your instincts, the more you become better at it, the more you learn how to walk out of bad business situations, bad contracts, get into contracts that may not be as lucrative at first, but you just have a feeling, like your gut feeling says this is the right one. Number 4. All right. 4 is charge your fair rate. So here's this crazy thing that I didn't believe. I thought that if I gave people a really good deal, that if I was ultra fair to them, so fair to the point that I was unfair to myself, that they would like me more, that they would respect me more, and they refer me more. The exact opposite is true. People will place value on you based on the value that you put on yourself. So if you shoot for free, they'll treat you like a free photographer forever and always. Nobody really refers free photographers to people. They tell their friends and family, hurry up fast, this person is shooting for free. Cheap photographers are always going to be thought of as cheap photographers. So put value on what you do, and your clients will value you right back, assuming the work is good. Number 3, work less but charge more. Super simple, took me a long time to learn. I thought that if I was cheaper, I'd be booking a lot more. Well, that is true, but now I'm busy. Now, instead of 5 shoots, I'm doing 10 shoots to make the same amount of money, instead of 5 clients to manage, by charging a little bit more. Now, you should never charge this low, but just for easy math, I'll say this. If you were charging 10 clients $100, you're making $1,000 a month. Okay, never charge that low, but just for easy math. If you were to take that to 200, you're not going to book as much, but that's all right. You're going to get 5 clients that are paying 200 each. And what's going to happen is you're still making the same amount of money, but now you have half of your time spent on other things. The other thing that happens too, and the point number 4 that I mentioned, is that when you charge more, people value your work far more. If you were to give the exact same pictures, by the same photographers to one client that paid $100 for them, and then to another client that paid like $300 for them, the person that paid $100 is going to complain a lot more. They're going to be a lot less satisfied. The client that pays $300 over here, they're going to be a lot more grateful. They're going to be thankful. They're going to be less of a problematic client. Across the board, across industries, this works. I wish I knew that. I'm sharing that with you right now. Number 2, respect your peers. I wish I knew ahead of time not to be competitive with my peers. Now I'm like, hey, you won, we won. You won, we won. Because when you do better, and when you do better, I do better. When you raise your rates and you raise your rates, I can now raise my rates too. But if all the people drop their rates, if everybody underbid me, that's not winning. That's lowering the rate for all of us. So your peers are not your competition. Your peers are helping break boundaries with you. You do it together. There's enough work for all of us. When you have a job that comes up, when you have a job that doesn't fit your branding, do not put that job out in the universe. Don't do that. What I want you to do is take that job and refer it down to somebody in your village, your circle, whether you know them or you don't. Always refer a job. Here's something that'll happen. Client will say, hey, Walid, we have a shoot. The budget is this big and we need it at this time. Well, I don't want to work for a budget that small. And also, I don't think I even have the date to work that if I wanted to. What I'm going to do is say, I really appreciate the fact that you thought about me and that you love my work. Unfortunately, I don't have room on my calendar to fit that. And also I work for budgets a little bit higher than that. However, I would love to give you a couple of suggestions that's going to help you out. And I think they're going to be great people. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen with the client. The client's going to be like, what just happened? Did he just offer to help us? after we lowballed him? Okay, keep Waleed in a pile of good people that we want to call when there is a higher budget, because he or she just said, my budget is up here. I can't work for this low. To them, that's not a small budget. To them, that's a savior. That's a godsend. That's going to keep them going. That's going to put food on their table. That's going to help build their portfolio. Imagine when you first started, if somebody above you, somebody a little more experienced than you, called you and said, hey, Waleed, I don't know you, but I've seen you work here and there on social media, and I have a client that doesn't really fit what I want to do right now, but I think you would be a good fit. Can I refer you? Do you know how good that would make me feel? So it's important to make sure that we help our peers. That is a big lesson that I've learned and I want you to learn. Number one is know when to adapt, when to reinvent, and when to dump something. So I started my career being an assistant to Madonna and her manager. Let me tell you, this woman is the queen of reinvention. She's the queen of pop, all that stuff, okay? She is no small fry. That Madonna is brilliant. And one of her points of brilliance is this. She knows when to evolve. She knows when to dump something. She knows when to adopt something. So always look at your business from an outside perspective and say, okay, they did this for 6 months. Was it effective? Was it a good look for the business? Yes, invest more into it. Yes, okay, tweak it a little bit and make it even better. No, dump it, adopt something new. What happens when we don't dump a lot of things is that that's our ego holding on, and our ego is saying, I'm going to make this win. Let it go. Let it go. There's so many new ideas. There's so many technologies, so many changes that's going to happen. So know when to cut the cord and try something new. That right there should lighten your business up so much. Give yourself permission to try something, really try it, really put in a good effort into it and say, you know what? I tried Clubhouse. It didn't work for me. It's not what I do. So I'm going to dump it. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not going to give halfway effort. I'm not going to badmouth it. It's for other people. It's not for me. Cut the cord. Preserve yourself. The only way you're going to be a better version of yourself, the only way you're going to be better for your community, better for your family and your friends, is that if you are a better version of yourself. So those are the 5 things that I would recommend for you. I've learned them the hard way. Now I want to share with you. By the way, if these tips resonated with you, I really want to know which one. Put them in the comments. If you liked what I said, give this a thumbs up. If you're looking to build your business, I have a masterclass. That link is right down below. It holds your hand through everything. It's my roadmap of how I created a very successful business, and I put that into a self-guided over 40-day templates and worksheets and videos and audio and cheat sheets and everything to help you have a successful business. Thank you so much. I really advise you to watch this video. This is going to help you with your photography business. I will see you next time. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the little bell to get a notification whenever I do a new video, which is every single week. God bless my editor who keeps me on schedule. I think that was probably an email from my editor. All right. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys next time. My name is Waleed.